Oh yeah, we won the lottery today. Hey, what's going on guys? Here with another video, and this one is Godzilla vs Kong Ichiban Kuji edition. So yeah, for those that are about to ask, so what is this Ichiban Kuji that you speak of? Well, it is a lottery system in Japan, Kuji being the word for lottery in Japanese, and Ichiban being number one, and yeah, this is definitely looking like the number one lottery right here. So for general pop culture, anime, manga, games, movies, you name it, they have these cool Ichiban Kuji sets. Each release is about 60 to 80 items. This one in particular, there's 80, and yeah, so there's about 80 items, and it's split into a tier system. So you got A, B, C, D, E, sometimes more than that. But yeah, the top prize being A, and in this case it is Godzilla here, and out of the 80 there's only 4. For the B prize, I think maybe 10, C maybe 15, and it just goes down like that. So the bottom prize, there's heaps of them, and in this particular case the E prize is a poster, and there's quite a few options as well, so 12 different posters, and it's random which one you get, so it's basically, yeah, random on top of random for that one. But other ones, something like this F prize, there's multiple of them, I think maybe 10 from memory, but you can see what it is, so you can pick. So they're not too stingy when it comes to the randomness of the prizes. But yeah, this came out today. The movie Godzilla vs Kong came out yesterday, or maybe it is today actually. Anyway, after months of delays due to COVID, it's finally come out in cinemas, and along with that we've got the Ichiban Kuji release. This was meant to come out in May as well, so this has been delayed for quite a while too. Anyway, I skipped off before work this morning quickly, and yeah, tried 5 times. Wasn't expecting to get the A prize, but yeah, lucked out. I think I opened E, C, F. I was pretty stoked already, and then the next one, the 4th one, had the A prize, and then I got another E. So yeah, here we are. We're gonna crack open the A one here, which is the Sofvics Godzilla, and check out the quality, see what it's like, compare it with the SH.Monsterarts release, and then at the end we'll pop these items open as well. I haven't had a look at any of these myself yet, so yeah, I'm pretty excited to pop them open and have a look. Yeah, let's move these to the side and start with Godzilla. Okay, so I've moved away all the other prizes, and before we crack them open, let's take a look at the box. On the front here, just got some lovely images showcasing the actual figure, the logos for it, and the A prize text. And then it also mentions that it is sculpted by Yuji, so he's famous for doing Godzilla sculpts in Japan, and probably worldwide actually. The box itself is actually pretty damn big, and on the back side we've just got some more of the images of the figure itself. The box itself isn't terribly high quality, especially when you compare it to Monsterarts ones. Okay, here we go. Got him in his plastic coffin. There's nothing else in the box, no instructions or anything like that, because, well, no articulation. He is just a statue. There is some tape around this, so let's cut that. Oh, did you hear that? That is a satisfying sound. So, we're down to the last layer of packaging, the plastic wrap. Oh yeah, check that out. That's beautiful. Man, just look at him, he's got a nice weight to him. Actually, I wonder how heavy he is. Just grab some scales, see if we can kind of balance him on there. Oh, there we go, 623 grams. He's weighty. Okay, so yeah, let's get a closer look at him. Just first off, the detailing, the weathering, the shading, he just looks amazing. And yeah, the bulk of him, he really looks like he's come to life. When you compare him to something like the Monsterarts are amazing. Actually, here goes one right here. The Monsterarts looks amazing, but this guy just has the bulk for the chest, the upper body. It just feels like a solid behemoth of a monster. Before we have a good comparison to the Monsterarts, let's get in a bit closer to this guy and have a look at the detailing. Okay, so we're in nice and close now. Just check out the detailing on their mouth. You've got the full-on teeth, the serrated teeth going up and down, the tongue sculpt, and the mouth, I guess the tendons of his inner mouth is fully sculpted out, and everything is kind of coloured in a nice red colour, and there's some whiting as well for the shading. If you swerve around, you should be able to see his eye as well. Getting closer. So even on his eye there, it's got a nice red colouring with a very small black pupil right in the centre there. And for the spikes along the spine, again, full-on sculpting detail, the nice colour, the kind of really earthy red, and slightly terracotta, I would say, colouring that's coming through, which is lovely, along with a deep dark grey, and this continues all the way down. So as you can see, that detailing just goes from tip to tail. That is wicked. One thing to point out, you can see the seams though, so you've got one running through here and one along the side as well. They do stick out a little bit. I guess that's one of the issues with these figures. While it is really awesome quality, it's still a prize figure, so it's not quite as, I guess, polished as what you would expect if you were paying, you know, $100, $200 for something like this in store. But for a prize, I mean, yeah, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's anything else I'd want more from a Godzilla figure, to be honest. Yeah, only thing I want now is King Kong to match him. The hands here are fully sculpted as well, and his nails are very sharp looking. Yeah, wouldn't want to mess with those. In terms of the paint quality, already mentioned it, but it's got the lovely shading, a mix of the slightly more pinker terracotta colour, the earthy browns, and then the deep dark greys as well. It gives them a lot of depth when you look at him. His feet, yeah, nice, chunky. The only thing I'll mention is, I'm not sure how well this is coming through on camera, but when he's in a natural standing position, his feet are actually slightly slanted up. So either they needed to kind of tilt his legs a little bit more, or make his tail come down a little bit further before bending up. But if you kind of prop something underneath it, I feel like he has a lot better posture, and yeah, looks a bit more menacing when he's up a bit higher. So I think, yeah, when I display him, definitely going to get something just to prop underneath that tail. And yeah, looks awesome though. But yeah, that's my only real gripe about him so far. So yeah, let's jump into, I guess, the cons, I guess. One, hard to get. You can't just go into a shop and buy him. You do have to gamble or buy the second-hand market. His leg positioning, the way they are, I would have liked to see that, as I mentioned just a moment ago, to be slightly altered so he could stand up on his own in this position. And then lastly is the seams down the tail. They're a bit too prominent for my liking. Probably from his ass up, fantastic. Just these lines down here are a little bit dark. But yeah, if you're not looking too closely, you won't really notice, because the rest of them just looks too menacing and badass for you to really pay attention to those little bit small details. I really want a Monsterarts this size. And speaking of Monsterarts, let's get in the 2021 for a little bit size comparison again and just compare the details. And this is almost like mama and baby Godzilla together. He's here for his feeding time. But yeah, just looking at these two like this, man, the size difference is insane. This guy's definitely a lot bigger, twice the size, I'd say. But besides that, the main thing that really sticks out to me is how chunky and beefy the upper torso is of the Kuji Godzilla. The Monsterarts one's a lot more slender, and yeah, I guess like his chest isn't really puffed out at all. So yeah, the main thing that really just sticks out to me is a big difference. And obviously he doesn't have the crazy metallic emerald blue colouring through his spines and mouth, which I'm sure a lot of you are quite thankful for, considering how many of you don't like it on this Monsterarts. But yeah, again, on the Monsterarts you've got the nice brown shading as well with earth colours, which is very similar to the Kuji one as well, which has the kind of darker terracotta on the breastplate, I guess, with chest and a torso here. So yeah, that's pretty similar as well. But yeah, again, these are extremely different figures, so it's hard to compare because these are made for the articulation, whereas this is just a base statue, and this is more about the sculpt and design and just getting that badass look out of the box. And I think they pull off really well. But yeah, this guy is awesome. If you have a chance to get him, if you see him online, or if you have a big kaiju collection already, yeah, this is going to be an excellent addition to your collection. I highly recommend. It just looks awesome. And for the Kuji stuff, because there's a tier rank of A, B, C, E, F, to get rid of those last prizes when there's only a few left, because if all the A prizes are gone, people don't really want to buy the rest. So to counteract that, they have what's called a last prize, and if you buy the very last ticket, you'll get the last prize item, which is often a recoloring or alternative version of the A prize, and in this case it is a burning Godzilla, which looks amazing. If I can get my hands on one, I'll definitely take some photos and check that on Instagram. Highly unlikely because they're generally pretty hard to get, but he looks really good. You can check out images online and I'll chuck one up on the screen as well. But yeah, burning Godzilla, he looks fantastic. So hopefully we get a burning Godzilla like that for the Monster Arts line as well in the near future. But yeah, enough of this big guy. Let's check out the other prizes. I'm really curious to see what we got for the posters. Okay, so I've got the other prizes here, and we'll start with the F prize. This is a magnetic head, and yeah, I picked the Shin Godzilla one. It was an extremely hard choice to pick which one. I was kind of torn between this or the 54 Godzilla, but for whatever reason I just picked the Shin. I do like his design, but beyond that there was no real strong reason why I did. Okay, here we go. Check him out. He looks awesome. He's got his little beady eye, his nice, what is it, I guess, blood red teeth from chomping down on all those people. Yeah, he looks really cool. I actually want to try and get some more of these magnets. Just I think a whole range of these ones will look really cool. And there's also like Ghidorah, the new singular point Godzilla, 54, obviously the new one as well, and there's also Con. So it'd be cool to actually get a whole set of them. So I might have to check a few second-hand shops for those. But yeah, he looks awesome. And let's move on to the C prize. So the C prize is two. There's the 54 Godzilla and a, there we go, Shin Godzilla as well. So if you ever wondered what a flat 54 Godzilla foot looked like, well, here you go. I actually really like this part of it more actually, when you get the nice head with his beady little eyes and the Godzilla 54 text. So yeah, I might find a bag or something to hang this. It's pretty cool. Okay, so next up we have the posters. So we've got two of these to open. You got the movies going from the 54 original and Godzilla vs. Mothra. One of my favourites, the 89 Godzilla vs. Biollante. And actually reminds me, next month, August, we have the 89 Monster Arts Godzilla coming out. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, it goes all the way through like Mecha Godzilla's all the way up through the 2000s to Shin Godzilla. So yeah, I'm surprised they don't have this one actually in there. No Godzilla vs. Kong movie, just all the older school ones. Okay, to make it a bit easier to see, I've adjusted the camera angle. Let's see what one we got. Personally, I'm hoping for 54, 89 or Shin Godzilla. And poster number one, we have... Oh, what's that? Godzilla Final Wars. Okay, so this is, yeah, B3 size. Yeah, it looks really good. Not one I was after, but it's still an absolutely awesome looking poster. So, on to number two. Final Wars again. Well, I guess that's a little bit unlucky. Okay, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. And if you did, please do like and subscribe. Next month, so in August, we're going to be having the 89 SH.Monsterarts Godzilla. And yeah, there's going to be a slow trickle of other releases towards the end of the year. So do stay tuned for that. Do let me know in the comments below what you think about this awesome Godzilla, the poster, the keychain, the magnet head. And if you want to see some extra detailed photos of this guy, I'll be posting some of those up on Instagram over the next day or so, so do keep an eye out for that. Again, thank you very much for watching. Cheers!